Ooh, wee. That last message that I uploaded, listen, what do I want to say? All praises to the Most High for bringing us here for this message. Thank you for tapping back in with me. It's 2:29 p.m. on January 31st, 2025, okay? Uh, People got a lot of nerve, the audacity, you know? I think it's important for people, if you're watching and you're somebody that has hurt people or you've done things, I think it's impossible maybe right now you're getting you're tapping into this message to understand how badly things hurt people. A lot of times things hurt so badly where people don't even want to live anymore. People want to take themselves out. People go into a very, very severe state of depression because people that they have loved with everything that they have unconditionally, people that they've been there for, people that they sacrificed for, people that they've gone the distance for, have stabbed them in the back. And it is very painful, especially when you're dealing with somebody who's an empath or somebody that just has a very kind, nurturing, gentle soul. It's very devastating to people. And I really wish that people would think about those things, think twice. And not to say that your decisions, everybody's going to be happy about your decisions, but it's the insult to injury. So, for instance, you're dating somebody and you have a friend. They fall in love. They got something going on. It's not going to feel good if you find out that these two people have an attraction to each other. But what people should do is be honest with the person about how each one of those persons are feeling, and then tell that person. Do not cheat on the person. Don't start having sex. Don't start carrying on. You got to tell that person. Be honest. Allow that person to really, at the end of the day, just receive the information so that they can better know how to navigate themselves out of the relationship between you two. You know what I'm saying? That's the most respectable way to do it. Sometimes love lives in strange places. Two people find each other in situations that aren't all that conventional. That happens all the time. Can we just stop acting like that's not a possible thing? If you're dating somebody and your friend and the person that is it wrong? It's only really wrong when you start doing things behind a person's back. Two people can't help how they feel about each other, no matter what it is. Especially if it's some real love shit. Hey, we all want everybody to be happy. We all want everybody to get what they want in life, even if sometimes that means we can't get what we want. That's the whole dynamic of being unselfish and being realistic at times. People fall in love all the time. Now, if two people just want to start banging, well, you can't do anything about that either. They should be honest about that as well. I mean, I don't want to be with somebody who's daydreaming and fixated on fucking all my friends either. You know what I'm saying? So, but overall, honesty is the best policy before things go too far, okay? And sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. Sometimes people get really, really upset no matter what the situation is, and you just have to navigate yourself through that as well. But as it pertains to the last message, when people start doing all that different kind of stuff, there is, in my opinion, and I'm going to just give you, tell you like I would tell anybody else, there should be no exception to that. None. There should be no exception to that whatsoever. People get to cheating on you. People get to lying, stabbing you in your back. Then they want to steal your identity. They want to steal your money. Then they want to try to unalive you. They want to try to give you diseases. They want to set you up for crimes. People just don't even know how to just like cheat on somebody anymore without involving all the rest of that. The whole kit and caboodle. People don't. That's what I mean about this whole kind of. There's a lot of people in this world that don't believe that good or bad even exist. I wish people would stop with that stupid fucking narrative. It's not about perception. There's definitely good and evil in this world. It's in the Bible. And so when people have this perception that there's no good or evil, it's all about how people perceive my actions. I don't really feel like I did anything wrong because it's about their perception, not about what I did. That's bullshit. That's a bunch of bullshit. And anybody that has that thought process, I would advise walking the fuck away from. Because what dictates how somebody moves and how they treat other people is about how they perceive the world. And if they perceive that there's really no good or evil in this world and that everybody can do what they want to do, but it's all about how people perceive what somebody else does, we're in a world of trouble. And that's why a lot of people these days are doing what the fuck they want to do. A lot of people get in spirituality so that they can justify their actions, because there's a big thing in spirituality about perception and good or bad, negative and positive. There has to be a polarity. We have to understand. We ain't got to understand shit, because lives matter. How a person feels matters. And people continue to keep walking around this planet as if nobody else matters but them. That their actions need to be perceived as something that's neutral. No, it's not neutral. And karma is showing people that it's not neutral. While you might perceive that your actions are neither wrong nor right, the universe thinks otherwise. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm telling you is that there are things in life that each one of us should all agree upon, ain't no coming back from. The things that I talk about in my messages, the things that you're hearing in Tarot Land, the things that you are getting these prophetic messages from these divine messengers who don't pull cards, what your intuition is telling you is absolutely correct. You do not need to deal with people who operate on that very low vibrational level. The longer you stay around those people, the more and more you will continue to be hurt. Your life is in danger. Your health is at risk. Your mental health is at risk. And your freedom is definitely at risk. The people that I had in my life that did things to me, like I talked about in this last message, these people were setting me up to get run by cartels. They reported negative false things to the feds to have me illegally investigated. They told the court system that I did things that I never did to get me locked up. All the while they were using my identity for all kinds of different things, stealing from me a lot of different things, and really kind of setting me up to just be eliminated off of this whole entire planet so that they could live freely in this world where they don't think that there's good or evil. And I wasn't the only person that these people did this to. And when I have to really consider it, it's really sad, because there are a lot of these people that were involved with the same group of people that I knew that didn't even make it out. And yet these people have walked around like there's no good or evil on this planet. It's all about how people perceive things, or they just attempted to, or were successful at ignoring what universal law is and what's right or wrong. We all know what the standard is. If you steal from somebody, it's wrong. If you lie to somebody, it's wrong. If you try to kill somebody, it's wrong. If you're walking around with diseases and you're not telling anybody, it's wrong. If you're with somebody in a committed relationship and you're out there having sex with men or women, it's wrong. If you're not telling that person, you're not being honest with that person, it's wrong. Okay? So, from my perspective, which I think is a very balanced, normal, realistic perspective, is that we need to stop making concessions for people and stop making excuses to stay in situations or trying to understand, well, maybe this or maybe that. Well, yeah, maybe they had a hard life. Maybe nobody taught them how to love. But why the fuck should you continue to keep allowing yourself to be the test subject for these people? You might not even make it out alive. What happens to test subjects in laboratories? These lab rats or these rabbits or these animals, they die. They don't make it out. So why would you continue to keep letting people test their theories on about whether what they're doing is right or wrong in this world, where all the while you're getting the negative effects? If it wasn't wrong, then there would be no negative effects from the bullshit. Am I right or am I wrong? So no, there is no going back to anything like that. No conversations needed. Go ask God for forgiveness. Go get yourself delivered. Rid yourself of those sexually transmitted demons. Or those really low vibrational, ignorant, pseudo-spiritual thoughts. You feel me? That's the message. Savage.